Connection. This is the second episode, so I'm really excited, especially the guest that we have on today. Andrea Boardman is a good friend of mine, and she's also my business partner with Beyond Social. So I'm very happy to have her. Andrea was retired from State Farm. She was an executive, and then she went on and find her passion and become a coach of her business called Find Your Fizz. I'll let her just tell you a little bit more about her business and herself. I'm probably missing a lot of stuff in your fabulous bio and all the great work that you have done. So, Andrea, welcome to Cookbook Connection.
Thank you, Vivian. It's so fun to be here and to be your second guest. How exciting is that?
Yes, I know.
It's so much fun to be a business partner with you and be on social and just watching what you've done over the years is pretty darn amazing. And you're nowhere near getting done with all of those changes and transitions, right?
No, too
And
young.
that's yeah. And that's what I do at Find Your Fizz is help women that are 40 plus who are excited about being in a second chapter of their life, but want a professional life that they really love. And so looking at transitions in a different way, maybe you always wanted to be, and I'm sure you did, and you did some entrepreneurship things when you were still at State Farm, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you made the decision to leave and go into what you're doing now. And so I help women really kind of figure out what they want to do professionally. And then also, obviously, talk a lot about helping them through those. We have a lot of life changes, a lot of transitions once we turn 40, and it doesn't stop. And the really cool thing is we're in a world now where it doesn't matter how old you are, you can start something new. And if it doesn't work, you try something else. And that's
Yeah,
cool, right?
that's what life is about. I think
Yes.
it's taking that risk and then learn from it.
Yep.
Life is no guarantee.
No,
And life is too short. So why wait
exactly.
for something to be perfect to make it happen? So
Exactly. And you know
yeah.
that so well. You've done so many really cool things. And it's just, it's time to find joy. All right. Come on,
Oh,
let's do
yeah,
it.
come on. And you did a awesome event last night, your first
Thank you.
Empower the Women. It was really fun to be part of. You can feel the energy in the room. So you're doing a lot of great things in the community. So we appreciate you. So
Thank you. Thank you. I can say the same
so
about you.
yeah. So our connection started, like I said, I know you for a very, very, very long time in our State Farm world. And somehow we kept in touch. And then when I moved
Mhm.
back, we reconnected. Sometimes that's just kind of how life is, like fate kind of brought people together
Yep.
to make something happen. We shared the love of cooking and wanted to kind of share, and especially your husband, Scott, and love to cook and all that stuff. And that's how Beyond Social was born. So you are a great guest to be on my cookbook connection. So tell us a little bit more about kind of sort of your how you develop a joy of cooking and what cookbook you're going to share with us today.
Okay. Well, my joy of cooking came from my mother. She is now 93. She has Alzheimer's. She's not cooking anymore. So I just want to say that she's not, she's still, I'm incredibly grateful, alive,
Hmm.
but she doesn't cook anymore and hasn't cooked for a very long time. But growing up, and we moved all over the country and overseas, she would, we lived in Okinawa for a couple of years, and wherever we went, we lived, in different states, whatever part of the country, she would try to get to understand that culture of that
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
so she learned how to cook from a Japanese perspective. What was really funny is our neighbors, when we lived on Kadena Air Force Base, our neighbors, the Bassetts, had five boys, and Mrs.
Wow.
Bassett, I would still
Yeah.
call her that today, um, was Mexican. So my mother learned in Okinawa how to make Mexican food.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's been really cool. And we never ate anything like everybody else. We would have curry once a week, and I had friends in Oklahoma who had never heard of curry.
Yeah.
It was just she just made a really she really loved to cook, and she made every meal except our instant Carnation instant breakfast. That those Yeah, that was a thing. That was what we'd have for
Oh,
breakfast. She was not a breakfast maker, but
okay.
dinner was a really big deal. They were also both my parents very big entertainers because they were in the Air Force and that was part of what you needed to do. So
Yeah.
everything she did was top notch. And she had tons of cookbooks and just watching her and then eating, what she
Yeah.
provided got me excited.
Yeah. Cool. So what cookbook did you choose today to share with
Well,
us?
I don't have that. So this is a cookbook from that. I don't have the cover anymore,
Yeah.
but I cut one out.
Oh, that's so
So the really cool thing is this little
yeah.
girl on the back cover, you see her legs and her feet and
Yeah.
she's laying down looking at the
Yeah.
cookbook with her feet up in the air. I'm sure you've seen your daughter do that many a time, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
my first cookbook from Imperial Sugar. I remember the
Mm.
company. I
Yeah.
remember I was in grade school. I wrote away for it. I think I had to pay like $2.99 for postage, and we actually sent cash through the mail. When I
Wow.
was looking this up,
Yeah.
the cookbooks, this same cookbook that are still in good condition, you can
Yeah.
buy for $50.
Wow. You have some treasure over
It
there.
is a treasure. Unfortunately, mine's like most good cookbooks, right? That you
Yeah.
use, they don't look
Yep.
so good.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
They get
it.
like stain and
Yeah.
fingerprint, maybe a little bit of flour, a little bit of oil.
Yeah. And I wrote just like my mom. I learned this from my mom is,
Yeah.
you write on the recipe. Oh, the circus cookies. I wrote good.
Oh.
And then what was really fun is my all four of my daughters used this cookbook at some point.
Yeah.
And so I don't know whose writing this is on Patty's Peanut.
Oh.
Sounds great.
Oh, sounds
And yeah,
great. Let's make
I
it.
and I have some of my mom. Well, I have my mom's whole recipe box, and every
Oh
one of
my,
them
oh
has
my goodness. I want to see it. Oh Lord.
every one of them has notes on it. So, and I remember these things. And then I also have a notebook where she would write back in the to the 80s any entertaining she did, any Christmas Eve meals, whatever. So I know exactly what the menu was and whether
Yeah.
she felt good about it. She didn't really care if we did. It was more about did she feel she had done her best job? She, of course, shared,
Wow.
but yeah,
Wow. We
yeah.
should like blindly just pick one recipe out of that recipe box that you just pull out and just make it. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
that's
what
a
it
great
is.
idea.
It's
Yeah,
just
and I
make it
pass
one day.
these recipes on to my kids, and
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Sarah and I, my number three daughter, she and I just talked this morning, and she's,
Yeah.
Mom, window box potatoes is something that I started making decades ago at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My kids all want the recipe. I keep giving them the recipe, and then I finally told them it's actually Betty Crocker, but it was on my mom's recipe card, and they were so upset. It's like, no, that's a good thing.
Well, you make it personal sometimes.
Exactly, and
Add a
then they
little
have
bit of
made it
this,
personal.
take a little bit of out. That's kind of
Yeah.
how I cook anyway.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
to follow, but I never end up following. I'm like a little bit dash of that. I get the key ingredients, and as long as it's within that parameter, it's that little
Yeah.
bit, a teaspoon more or less, it's fine. We'll
Well, and
survive.
you are really good about that, and so is my husband. I'm one, especially come baking, I'm going to stick right to it
Yeah. Baking
because
is a little bit different though. I
yeah,
mean, I think you sort of have to be precise. So that's why I'm
very
not a
much
good
so.
baker.
Right.
I'm more just, cook other stuff. But baking, I always come out a little bit dry
Yep.
or just,
Yep.
yeah, just not right. That's why I'm not selling cupcake or making a cake. So,
It's good to
so
know your limits, right?
yes, yes, yes. Well, those are really great story. I mean, I love those, cookbook that just bring up all these like memories, like
Mhm.
things that you have with your mom, and also like how you continue to pass it on to your daughters, and then your daughters is gonna pass it on to their
Yeah.
kids, so far and so on. That just a tradition continue to live on. So within that cookbook, do you have like a favorite recipe you want to share with the listener and maybe walk us through a little bit, how you would make it? What are some of the key ingredients and what are some of the tip, I guess, when you're making it that you want to share? So maybe they want to try to make it at home. So
Well, sure, I do. And it'll be very easy because remember, this is a grade school cookbook, my first cookbook. So, but one of the things back to what we were talking about with baking, you have to be
yeah,
concise in your measurements. That
yeah.
was one of the things I really liked about this cookbook. There are
Oh,
two pages.
Oh,
that talk
wow.
about them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Extremely important.
important. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
that helped me because, and
Yeah.
that's probably where I got the idea that, oh, I got to follow these measurements. I
Yeah.
can add when we're just making something, when we're cooking, not baking, I'll add spices, I'll do whatever
Right, right,
there.
right.
But
Yeah.
no, 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 got to follow
Yeah.
measurements.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my favorite is brownie toast.
Brownie
Um,
toast.
Somebody wrote, I think it was Megan's. So I put, sounds good, it's delicious. And I think Megan wrote, decades later, going to make. Well, she just meant I'm not going to make my mom make it for me. Um, but it's really simple.
Uh-huh.
Four slices of bread. And of course, it was Wonder Bread at the time because
Okay.
we didn't have a whole
Just
lot more.
just any white bread?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Butter, only Imperial brown sugar, because this is from Imperial
Oh,
Sugar,
okay.
and
Right.
shredded coconut. And all
Okay.
you do is mix all that stuff together, um, put uh, put aluminum foil on the grill of a broil pan. This is how specific the directions that were.
Yeah.
Place sheet of aluminum foil over grill of broiler pan. Turn on the broiler. Ooh, what a concept.
Oh, yeah. That's very
But this is
important
even,
because then
yeah,
there will be no
this is even
toast.
better.
There'll be no
Please
toast.
ask your mother to help you if you don't know how.
Oh,
And then you just mix all of that stuff together. You place the bread on the foil sheet in the broiler. You toast the bread on one side. You remove from the broiler.
okay.
Turn and spread untoasted side generously with butter. Top each slice with about 1 tablespoon of the brown sugar coconut mixture. Return to
Okay.
the broiler. Toast till bubbly and brown. And there's little me.
Oh,
I wish. No,
I'm gonna try to make this. This sounds really
it,
simple.
it is simple and it's really good.
So
And
what make it brownies? Because there's no chocolate or cocoa in it.
it turns brown.
Oh.
This is grade school.
That's funny.
So I showed this cookbook to my granddaughter Lucy over
Yeah.
Christmas, and she just turned 15.
Yeah.
She's been cooking. She was sitting in her little chair when she was an infant on the
Yeah.
kitchen counter with her mom and dad. So
Okay.
she looked at me and just shook her head. She thought I was like, "Really? You were that far behind?" Yes, I was.
Well, Haley has been in like obsession of making brownies, but it's from the box. But still, she'll do
Sure,
her
yeah.
every weekend. She'll like get a box of brownies out, makes her thing, and then make her brownies. And then she was even thinking about selling them. And I was like, okay, but then you need a cottage license and all that stuff. But like, that's just complicated things. But if you make it for your friends, I mean, you can. But I'm gonna this weekend, her and I'm gonna make these brownie toast.
Oh,
Right,
good.
get the
Yes.
recipe. We'll post it on my YouTube channel with the specific ingredients, and then
Perfect.
I'll do a little video of Haley and I making brownie toast.
Perfect. Well, so it's interesting. One of my other favorites that I make, I probably, I haven't probably made it for 5, maybe even sooner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sweetened peanut buttery sandwiches, because of course everything is about sugar because of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah,
in the
yeah,
brown.
yeah.
But this one's really easy. It's just you put soft butter or margarine, because
Okay,
again,
yeah,
remember how old
yeah,
this is,
yeah.
brown sugar, peanut butter, and you just put it on bread, make a sandwich out of it. Peanut butter and
Oh,
brown sugar sandwiches, delicious.
brown sugar sandwich. Ooh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Is it yum or I don't know? Because peanut butter is already super sweet, and
Yeah,
then you add brown sugar. It's just, well, it could be. Let's give it a good old try.
exactly.
I think that
Exactly.
it'll be a good lunch idea because I always like this morning. I have no idea what to make her for lunch. I was like, I have no idea what to make her for lunch. So I cut out tortillas in a circle
Uh-huh.
with some cheese and pepperoni and toast it. There
Oh,
you go.
that's
You
better
have
than
a
a
little
Lunchable
pizza.
pizza. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, super simple. So those are pretty cool, simple recipe. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
definitely give it a good old try. Is there any other recipe in there or cookbook you want to share with the audience that kind of
Well,
bring back a lot of memories?
sure. So the tiny turtle salad. So you
Oh,
just take it from a can of pears, half of a pear, a pear half. You
can of
use
pears.
pecan
Okay.
halves for the legs, right? The 4 legs.
Okay.
A green olive for the
For the
head.
top, yeah.
Yep, for the head, head. And
Yeah.
then two cloves for the eyes. I used to make, so my sister is 6 years younger than I am, and I used to
Uh-huh.
make her all kinds of lunches. And that one was a big favorite of hers.
Oh,
Yeah.
pears. And what is it? Pears?
Pears, four
Pecan.
pecan halves, black olive. I'm sorry, green olive, because they wouldn't have a black head,
Yeah.
and two cloves for the eyes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, very simple. But I used to make her happy face lunches, anything to just, get her to love me more, which she did. But then there's my brother,
Yeah.
this
Okay.
candlestick salad that I made once
Candles.
that I
Okay.
never made it again because he made so much fun of me. And I didn't understand it for the longest time.
Right. Yeah.
Perhaps our listeners will.
Yeah.
So there's a lettuce leaf on the bottom.
Okay.
Then you take a canned, because you didn't do anything
Right.
back
Yeah.
then.
Your grade school. Yeah.
Right. Pineapple slice.
Okay.
Then you so that's on the plate on the lettuce. Then you
Okay.
stick a banana through
Okay.
the hole.
Okay. Got the pineapple.
Yep,
Yep.
uh-huh.
I'm picturing it right now.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
no, it's beautiful. Then you put a little mayonnaise down the side to be the wax melting, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then you put a maraschino cherry on the top to make it look like the flame. There you have it.
Oh my
Picture it in your
goodness.
mind.
I know that could be a great like a party hors d'oeuvres or
Yeah, I
something.
think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should have
Yeah.
a cooking class to do all these grade school recipes.
We could invite grade schoolers.
Yeah, we could. I mean, that would be really fun and simple to do. I mean, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah,
So for people who said, I don't know how to cook,
right.
you can do a candle. What is it called? Candlelight?
Candlestick salad. You too could do a
Candlestick
candlestick
salad.
salad.
Anyone can do a candlestick salad. All you need is bed of lettuce, tuna,
No, no, no
pineapple.
tuna, no tuna.
Oh, no
No,
tuna, sorry. What is it?
banana,
Oh,
right?
banana. Okay, what is it over the
Pineapple, banana,
lettuce? Nothing? There's
lettuce.
no,
No, the pineapple goes
oh, the
on the
pineapple. Sorry,
lettuce.
sorry, sorry. So there's no,
Banana,
okay, no protein,
no
just
protein.
lettuce,
Oh God, no.
pineapple.
A little mayonnaise, and then a maraschino cherry, the fruit, the
My
additional fruit
God.
on top.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's so many things that I can probably try to make this weekend. It will be so much
That
fun.
one I would not recommend,
It's so
except for the laughs.
simple.
Except for the laughs, that part's fine.
Except for the last. I wonder how it would taste mayonnaise, banana, and pineapple. It just doesn't
No,
sound really good.
no,
Doesn't
I don't.
sound.
No, I don't like
Yeah,
mayonnaise anyway.
I now I understand why your brother said don't ever make that for me anymore. Oh my goodness, gee whiz, that's so much fun. I love cookbook that are like that, not anyone you can buy off shelf.
Yeah,
Obviously those are good too, but these truly are what even you sharing it, I can picture like you doing it as a child and how
yeah.
that just even make me laugh and think about it. I can't wait to tell my kids and they'd be like, huh, what? What are you talking about? Like pineapple what?
Yeah, exactly. Well, again, your kids are further ahead in the game than I was back then. So they
I
will
wish there's
probably
home
put,
economic at school. Don't they have like cooking classes or cooking, teach them how to cook in school? Or they don't do
I
that?
think most of that's gotten
Oh, high school.
high school. Yeah, but I
Yes.
don't even know if they have much high school left
Yeah, true.
from a funding perspective. Yeah,
That's sad. I think
very
we all
sad.
need to learn how to at least make some eggs or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. That's what Riley knows how to make eggs. That's
Well,
pretty
that's
much it.
good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's good enough. So cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, I have a lot of fun just listening to those story, and I can't wait to make some brownie toast this weekend for sure. So we're coming to an end, but I have some random question I want to ask you.
Okay. Ooh.
Um, what is one kitchen tools that you cannot live without?
Hmm, good question. I have a couple, but probably my favorite, and I got it to even feel that my favorite is the correct favorite. I was at my mother-in-law's, and so it's a Pampered Chef little cheese grater. It's small, and you
Uh-huh.
just put the cheese, and it's got and you just
Oh, we got the thing that you
grind it.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I
Okay.
mean, you use it like for Parmesan cheese, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she had one, but it was so much bigger and so unwieldy. I still loved it, don't get me wrong, but I thought,
Right.
yes. And I've had that for probably 15 plus years.
Oh, wow.
It's
Wow.
just so, I used to do the cheese grating for my mom. I mean, I was her sous chef. And,
Right.
with a big grater
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cut your finger, it's your knuckles. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is so nice.
Like you cut
Very
your
good.
finger shaving some cabbage one
The
time.
mandolin, yes, I did that for one of our events. Yeah. That's totally different. That one's really scary.
That's true. That is a very dangerous tool for sure.
Yes, yes.
That's cool. That's yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is one of my I'm obsessed with this new blender that I brought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I've been loving it. So, well, thank you, Andrea, again for being my second guest of Cookbook Connection. I have so much fun talking to you, and I know you for a long time, but it just kind of start me get to know you in a different kind of line of light, not business related, nothing about State
Yeah.
Farm.
Oh gosh, no.
Just oh God, no. Uh, they may not want to sponsor this Cookbook Connection.
We love them. We're just glad we're gone.
Yes, yes, we love the company.
Yes, very
We
much so.
really blessed with the career that we had there. So don't
Yes.
give us wrong. So,
No.
but now that we're out, which is in the other side of it. So,
Yeah.
but thank you so much for coming again and talk to me. So thanks listeners for listening. So follow me on Cookbook Connection at Cookbook Connection at YouTube. I also just created a Facebook page. We'll put this episode up probably today or tomorrow, so you can listen and try to make some of those recipe that Andrea shared. I will try to put the brownie toast, I think at the least. I think it's the other one. It's pretty easy, so
Yeah.
you don't need a
Right.
recipe for
No,
those.
no. And I'll
But
take a
I'll put
picture
it,
that
yeah.
you,
I'll
yeah, and
put the
send it to
brownie
you.
toast on the comment section, description section, so you can try to make some this weekend. And Haley and I will try to make some, and then I'll show and put a video up too as
Oh,
well.
good.
So
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
again. Have a awesome day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hmm.